Have you ever promised yourself that today is the day you'll finally work out, eat clean, and stay disciplined, but somehow you end up lying on the couch scrolling through your phone instead? What if I told you that you're not lazy? Your brain is simply doing exactly what it evolved to do, and once you understand this hidden system, you'll stop fighting yourself and start using your brain to build muscle, lose fat, and become more disciplined with far less effort. Imagine this. Thousands of years ago, humans had to hunt for food, survive harsh environments, and avoid wasting precious energy because every calorie mattered. The people whose brains naturally conserved energy were more likely to survive. And that's exactly why your brain today still treats unnecessary movement as something to avoid. From your brain's perspective, lifting weights, running on a treadmill, or doing an intense workout without a survival reason seems like a terrible deal. That's why sitting feels comfortable while exercising feels like hard work. This isn't a character flaw, it's biology. Your brain is constantly trying to save energy because, evolutionarily speaking, saving energy increased the chances of survival. But here's the problem. Your brain evolved for a world with food scarcity, not one with food delivery apps, elevators, gaming, streaming platforms, and endless entertainment just one tap away. Your environment has changed dramatically, but your brain's ancient programming hasn't. This creates the perfect recipe for procrastination, comfort-seeking, and avoiding physical effort. Now let's add science to the picture. Your brain is powered by a reward system involving dopamine, a neurotransmitter often misunderstood as the pleasure chemical. In reality, dopamine is more about motivation and anticipation than pleasure itself. Your brain naturally chases activities that promise quick and easy rewards. Scrolling social media, watching short videos, eating sugary foods, or playing games gives your brain immediate gratification with almost no physical effort. On the other hand, lifting weights requires discomfort before reward. You sweat, struggle, and push through fatigue, while the visible results take weeks or even months. From your brain's perspective, that's an investment with delayed returns, and your brain generally prefers instant rewards over delayed ones. This is one reason why consistency feels so difficult in the beginning. But here's the interesting part. The more you repeat healthy behaviors, the more your brain starts rewiring itself through a process called neuroplasticity. Every workout, every healthy meal, and every disciplined decision strengthens neural pathways associated with those habits. At first, going to the gym feels unnatural because those pathways are weak. But over time, repetition makes them stronger, and eventually working out becomes part of your identity instead of a daily battle. This is why successful athletes often say discipline becomes easier with time. Their brains have literally adapted. Now let's talk about another psychological trap called the comfort zone. Your brain constantly predicts outcomes and tries to minimize uncertainty because uncertainty could historically mean danger. Starting a new workout routine, learning new exercises, or increasing training intensity all create uncertainty. So your brain responds by encouraging you to stay with what's familiar, even if what's familiar is unhealthy. That's why skipping workouts feels strangely comfortable. Your brain mistakes familiarity for safety. Fortunately, science also gives us the solution. Instead of relying on motivation, rely on systems. Motivation is emotional and temporary, but systems reduce the number of decisions your brain has to make. Lay out your gym clothes the night before, train at the same time every day, prepare healthy meals in advance, and remove distractions during workout hours. These small changes reduce mental resistance because your brain loves routines. Another powerful trick comes from behavioral psychology. Make the first step ridiculously easy. Instead of telling yourself you'll do a 1-hour workout, promise yourself just 5 minutes. Once you begin, momentum usually takes over, because starting is often the hardest part. Research consistently shows that action creates motivation more reliably than waiting for motivation to appear. Exercise itself also changes your brain in incredible ways. Strength training and regular physical activity increase the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, often called BDNF, a protein that supports learning, memory, and the growth of new brain cells. Exercise also improves mood by influencing dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, reducing stress while improving focus and emotional resilience. In other words, the very activity your brain initially resists eventually upgrades the brain itself. That's one of the greatest ironies of human biology. Your brain avoids exercise because it wants to conserve energy, Yet exercise is one of the best things you can do for your brain's long-term performance. So if you've been calling yourself lazy, maybe it's time to change the story. You're not fighting against weakness. You're working with an ancient survival system that simply needs modern training. Every workout sends your brain a new message. This behavior is important, this effort is safe, and this challenge deserves to become a habit. Over weeks and months, your brain begins to expect movement instead of resisting it. That's when discipline starts feeling natural rather than forced. Remember, the goal isn't to beat your brain, it's to train it. The strongest people aren't the ones who always feel motivated. They're the ones who understand how their brains work and build habits that make success almost automatic. So the next time your mind tells you to stay on the couch, remember that it's just ancient programming trying to conserve energy, not a prediction of your future. Your brain may love laziness, but with the right habits, smart systems, and consistent action, you can teach it to love strength even more. If you learned something new today, hit the like button, subscribe for more science-based bodybuilding, fitness, and psychology content, and share this video with someone who thinks they're lazy, because understanding your brain might just be the first step toward transforming your body and your life.